the Michael Jackson biopic. Oh, hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So, the Michael Jackson biopic. Is it as good as the audience say? Is it as bad as the critics say? Let's talk about it. The Michael movie was made for the fans. This was a fan movie. This movie was meant to capture Michael Jackson's, or try to capture, let me say, Michael Jackson's essence, Michael Jackson's aura, which I think they did a pretty good job trying to. And I keep saying trying to because I grew up in the 80s. I was able to say I saw Michael Jackson at his peak. I think the 80s was his peak. I believe so. And it was unbelievable. Like, it was phenomenal to see how great one person could be. Like, when we say Michael Jackson was the biggest artist ever, that's not an understatement. That is true. It's literally as true as it gets. So the movie tried to portray that, like Michael Jackson from the Jackson 5 to bad. And Antoine Fuqua, he did a great job with this movie, capturing those moments where Michael was on stage and you being able to feel like it was like a mini concert where you could see people moving their feet and trying to recreate that aura or that feeling of experiencing Michael Jackson. So I feel he did a great job capturing that essence of what Michael Jackson was to people who didn't get a chance to attend a concert. I think he did a great job with that. Sometimes I got thrown off by the pacing of the movie, like with the years just skipping and just getting into it, and I'm like, I would have loved to be eased into certain stuff, as in what led to this and what. That's from a fan, because I kind of know Michael's, or let me say what's out there. I kind of know his story, kind of, and I would have preferred to see more. That doesn't mean the movie is a bad movie in any stretch of the word. No, it was a good movie. It was a great movie. The movie is gonna sell really well. It's gonna do good. And when it comes to the cast of the movie, Jafar Jackson, the standout of this movie has to be Jafar Jackson. Jafar Jackson, this was his first role playing as his uncle, and he ate that up. This guy became his uncle. Like, he didn't play, like, he didn't impersonate his uncle. At some point in the movie, you forget this is Jafar. You see Michael Jackson. That's how good Jafar was. And as a fan, there's certain performances where you're able to see the liberties they took with Jafar, or where Jafar himself did some stuff, and you're like, that's good. And because he's trying not to just copy his uncle, he's trying to embody his uncle, and I think he did a great job with it. This was his first acting role, and I don't see it being his last acting role. He's really good. Coleman Domingo was dominating in the movie. He was like, Joe Jackson was the Thanos of this movie. Like, yeah, Joe Jackson is the villain of the movie, but Coleman Domingo did a good job bringing that character to life. It was really good to see. Janet Jackson was out of this movie. Janet Jackson didn't appear in any shape or form in this movie. Do we know why? Nope, we don't know why. But I'm sure they have the reasons, or behind closed doors, they know why they do what they do. I'm not getting into any of that. But it was a good movie. And Lionsgate and Universal, the production houses behind this movie, are basically gonna have to release the second part. It just has to happen, and it's gonna sell. This movie is easily gonna make a lot of money, easily. Like, why not? Why not? Most critics of this movie have a problem with the movie being too safe, because they didn't explore the darker sides of Michael, and I understand that. But the other thing is, most of the allegations that happened to Michael didn't happen within the time period of this movie. So what I'm thinking is, even with the reshoots, what Antoine Fuqua and his team wanted to do was actually start by making people understand that there's a deeper story to this movie, and let the first part be actually paying kind of an homage and respect to who Michael was as an entertainer growing up. And there was always going to be a second part. There was no way to actually make a Michael movie in just 2 hours. That just couldn't happen. So what I'm thinking is they were always going to explore that in the second part, but now they'll have to go back to the drawing board, because with the legal issues that the Michael Jackson estate found out about and it became a whole thing, they'll probably find another way to rewrite this in the second part to tailor to those critics. But still, I'm saying within the period of the movie when Michael was in the Jackson 5 up until 1988, there were no allegations. Nothing happened. Nobody came up. So you can't fault this movie for not putting something that hadn't happened within the time period of the movie, if that makes sense. Now, okay, now going to the best part of the movie for me. The best part of the movie, which happens to also be the worst part of the movie, is the end of the movie. The end of the movie is where I had the most fun. I was so happy. Like, I was like, this is it. Like, the end of the movie, this is a spoiler-free review, so I can't say what happened at the end of the movie, but you're gonna have a lot of fun with the end of the movie and be pissed at the end of the movie as well. But not for too long, because the movie, Lionsgate and Universal are shooting for 700 million for this movie to greenlight the second movie, basically. So that's the second movie is gonna happen. Like, put that on record. The second movie is definitely gonna happen. This movie is easily gonna make a lot of money. The end of the movie was it. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, because I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But it's the best and the worst part of the movie, because the end, you're like, really? And you're right here and you're like, what? But it's great. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. I'm rating it on a scale of 5. I'm gonna rate this movie, let's say a 4 out of 3.5 out of 5. I'll say a 3.5 or 3.5 out of 5. 4? 3.5, 4. I'm gonna say 3.5. And not because it's a bad movie. It could have been more. But as a fan, I'm so happy to even be alive to be able to watch this movie. I've been waiting for this movie for so long, and I'm happy it was made. The second movie is where the fun is. Like, I did love this movie, but I feel like the second movie is where we get to see the bad era of Michael Jackson. Like, don't get me wrong, the 80s Michael Jackson, the Billie Jean Michael Jackson, the Thriller Michael Jackson, the off the wall Michael Jackson, phenomenal. But the energy of the bad Michael Jackson with Smooth Criminal and all that in the second part, you guys are in for a ride. Like, if Antoine Fuqua does as well as he did with the first part for the second movie, it's gonna be a lot better than the first movie. It's gonna be a lot better than the first movie. So I'm looking forward to the second movie impatiently. Like, I'm looking, I can't wait for the movie. All right, now, so you guys let me know. Did you watch the movie? Did you like the movie? Feel free to let me know in the comments. And this was my first YouTube video, and I deliberately waited for this movie to review this and launch my channel with a Michael Jackson review, because why not? So feel free to let me know what you guys think, how I could do this better, how you guys should, just anything you want to tell me. Feel free to let me know in the comment section, and let's chat about it. Thank you for your time, and have a nice one. Peace.